What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim's Sports Talk. And today we have another play-by-play, and it is the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Houston Texans in a big game for potential playoff ambitions. These two teams. Got going here. Yes, we have the 6-6 Kansas City Chiefs. They're 5-1 at home. Houston Texans 7-5, 3-3 on the road. Kansas City 4.5-point favorites this evening. The matchup predictor says a 65% chance that the Chiefs win the ball game. Interesting. All right, so we got a really good game of brewing here. Take a look here at the AFC standings for these two teams. The Texans currently right now are in the 8th seed. They are 2 games behind the Jacksonville Jaguars, who won again today. Jaguars beat the Colts. Texans looking to win this game to give them a shot to make it to the playoffs. The Chiefs, if they lose this game, they're basically out at that point. Their best record would be 10-7, and most likely 2 of these teams would get to 10-7. So, or maybe even 11 already at 8 wins, but who knows? But the main thing is the Chiefs need to win to get into this game. They need a win. They can't afford to go below 500 this late in the season. It's been a very up and down season for them, no doubt, throughout this year. And this is obviously the dynasty of our time. So very interesting, or like sad to see it almost. You know, like a lot of people are happy about it. They hate the Chiefs because, you know, during the time of the dynasty, usually those teams become the most hated. I personally like the Chiefs. So, but they lost to the Chargers week 1, lost to the Eagles week 2. They beat the Giants and Ravens, so to move back to 500, then lost to Jacksonville, won back-to-back games against Lions, Raiders, and Commanders, and then lost 2 in a row to Bills and Broncos. Beat the Colts, lost to the Cowboys last week, and find themselves at 500. But what a schedule. This has been a very tough schedule for them. Minus a couple games here and there, right? The Commanders, the Raiders, the Giants are not the most dangerous, but everybody else is in playoff contention, if not just straight up a playoff team at this point. So, very tough schedule. Now they'll have the Texans here. But yeah, it should be a really good game. The Texans, on the other hand, they had a slow start as well to this season. Pulling this up, they were started the season 0-3. Teams that make the playoffs starting at 0-3 are very, very rare, but they fought their way back, skunked the Titans, destroyed the Ravens. I believe their backup quarterback was in at the time, but nonetheless, they did win that one. Lost to the Seahawks, beat the 49ers, lost a tight one with the Broncos, and now are on a 4-game winning streak, including over teams like the Bills and the Colts last week. So, Houston, defense, arguably the best in the entire NFL. You know, them in Cleveland have that debate, or Denver as well, I guess. You have those 3 teams, but they're definitely in the top 3 defenses in this league, and they will be looking to slow down this Kansas City offense that, with Rashee Rice, can absolutely get going. But here we are. What up, Soldan? How are you? All going? Who do you got? What do you got? Do you have the Chiefs or do you have the Texans? I'm still picking the Chiefs to make it to the Super Bowl until proven otherwise, but they're still a very good team up and down. They have still, I think, the best quarterback in the league, but at least a top 5 quarterback in this league right now. They have weapons on offense. The defense is still really strong. Where they struggle is their offensive line is not the best, which is obviously not a good thing, right? Jawan Taylor gets penalized a ton at right tackle. Their left tackle Not even sure who their left tackle is right now. I know last year their left tackle was a disaster throughout. No Trey Smith at right guard. That's huge. Jawan Taylor is hurt. Jalen Moore, I believe they added. This is San Francisco. I thought he came from. He's the one from Maryland, though, right? No, he went to Western Michigan. I think I said this last time, but he was originally signed to 21 by the Niners, played there a few seasons, and then moved over to Chiefs. So their offensive line is where they struggle, especially with no Trey Smith this week. That's tough. Creed Humphrey's still the anchor in the middle there, but the rest is mediocre. All right, here comes the kick from Kahimi Fairbairn. There's the kick, and we're off like a herd of turtles. Gonna be caught at the 5-yard line, returning it. To the left side is Moore. No, Moore left, actually. Who's this one now? Smith, that's right. Moore, I think, is over in San Francisco. Smith is the return man. Seventh-round rookie. What up, Jut? How are you? All right, in the shotgun is Mahomes. Man in motion here is Xavier Worthy, right to left, 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Pacheco, the running back, on his left. Rasheed Rice on the right. Worthy goes in motion behind the quarterback now, takes the snap, handoff up the middle is Pacheco. Pacheco will run straight ahead and get a gain of 3 to the 36-yard line. Patrick Mahomes. That's interesting. He's still, even in a rough season for Patrick Mahomes, you don't think of it having a great year, 26 touchdowns, 7 turnovers. Not too shabby. Already a hurt player now for the Chiefs. Looks like one of their potential offensive linemen. Yeah, it's Wanya Morris, who is replacing Jawan Taylor at right tackle. So that is massive, because now they're going to have to go to Essa Pole, maybe? Or maybe one of the guards will come out to tackle. But their tackle position wasn't great to begin with, and now is waning. Tough, tough, tough. Appreciate all 20 of you that are hanging out in the chat. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button early and often. There to look at offensive tackle at Oklahoma. Oh, man. They're not going to show the injury because apparently it's that gruesome. Yikes. All right. Well, don't know exactly what the extent of the injury is for Wanya Morris, but they say it's bad enough where they don't want to show it. By all means, don't show me. I am not somebody that begs to see those kind of things. I believe the Chiefs will win this game. I like that, Soldan. I like that prediction. All right, he is getting helped off the field. He's trying to limp off on his own accord. Like potentially a knee injury. All right, here we go. Mahomes in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. 2nd and 7. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, handoff up, delayed handoff there instead. Gonna be a gain of 2 for Pacheco, setting up a 3rd down and 5. Chiefs can't get moved. Hope you recovered strong. Me too, Jet. Me too. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 5 for the Chiefs. Texans defense ready to get after it, pin their ears back. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Mahomes throws it over the middle of the field, and it's going to be dropped off the hands. I believe that's Noah Gray. Yep, Noah Gray, the intended target, couldn't bring it in, and that is going to force a punt here early. Ah, man, that's a prime opportunity to make a grab, too. And Noah Gray could not bring it in, punching the ground in frustration. Here comes Matt Reza, rather. Ariza. The snap. There's the kick. And it's going to be fair caught at the 13-yard line there. That is where C.J. Stroud and the Texans will start this next drive. After the Bears-Packers games, I'm convinced Toyotathon over to Pope. Oh, snap. Actually, didn't even see who in that. Did the Bears end up coming back? Nope. 28-21. I saw they had a chance to come back, but they didn't complete it. All right, here we go. 13:44 to go in the first quarter. The Texans' first drive of the game here. Under center, C.J. Stroud, single back formation. Woody Marks, the running back. Tight end goes in motion to Stover, right to left, now back to the right. Handoff straight ahead is Marks, and Marks get a gain of 5 on the play, setting up 2nd and 5. Greater than Tim. Uh-oh. The greater sign. Thank you. Did I say less than? Well, I read it backwards. I know it's the greater than sign, but I said the Pope is less than Toyota. Didn't I read it backwards? Math major my butt. Dyslexia. Here we go. Man in motion. 3 receivers punch to the right. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle. Nice jump step by Marks. And Marks will fight forward for a gain of 4. Setting up 3rd down and 1 now for the Texans at their own 22-yard line. Yeah, I can hardly be called a math major anymore. Like, I know they say, like, oh, you got this, you earned this degree, and nobody can ever take it away from you. But if you don't use it for 10 years like I have, I graduated over 10 years ago now. And I have not used any of my math major. Like, eventually, you're not a math major. Right? I formation. Fullback goes in motion, now takes the snap, handoff straight ahead is Woody Marks again. And that's enough for the first down marker. Karloftis gets up in excitement because he does make a nice hard tackle. But Woody Marks got the forward progress first down. The Texans will maintain possession. Gonna get them at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Why did you major in math? Did you consider anything else? No. I liked math growing up. Hold on, I'll come back to that. 3 receivers to the left. Man in motion here. Schultz from left to right. 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. Looking. Quick throw over to the left side. And it's going to be caught by Christian Kirk. Makes a tough grab there. DJ Stroud throwing him in a bit of a dangerous spot. But Christian Kirk comes away with it. What job did you get out of college? I started working at a credit union. Excuse me. And then I started working with my uncle. So I'm working construction. But no, I always liked math growing up. So I decided I wanted to be a math major. If I could do it again, I wouldn't have done it. But it is such as life. I formation, fakes the pitch, rolling to the right side. Stroud trying to get outside. Does find a way to escape. And he's going to run it for a gain of 1 or so. So 3rd down coming up, but there is a flag on the play. 10:55 to go in the first. What are your thoughts on 6-7? I saw the holding. Oh, defense! Going to be called on Bolton. So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty against the Chiefs. Bolton, interesting, gets called for a holding call on a play action here. What? What grab? What? Where's the hold? Wow, that was an absolute garbage call there. But nonetheless, Nick Bolton, one of my favorite players on this defense, quarterback of this team, takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking, stepping up, avoiding, and cannot escape. And the Chiefs come away with a sack, but there's another flag in the backfield. Let's see what this one's going to be. What would you have done majoring in instead of math, looking back on it? I don't know if I have a direct thing, but I would major in a job. 79 offense, penalty declined. So it will be a sack and turns into a second down and 11. So I don't know what that would have been exactly, but I would have majored in, like, I think that you should go to school majoring in a job, not a subject. Like, you shouldn't be an English major or a history major, art major or something. Like, you should be, like, I want to be a teacher. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be, like, I would have looked at an engineer. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle, marks, escaping, and gets to the to the right side, falls forward for a gain of 4. So I don't know if it would have been some sort of software engineer or a civil engineer or something. I would have measured somewhere in an actual job instead of a subject. 9:40 to go in the first quarter. DJ Stroud in the shotgun. Maybe going to trade school. I don't know. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Man in motion is Kirk from left to right. 2 receivers each way now. Takes the snap. 5-man rush. Steps up. Avoids it. Now throws underneath, and it'll be incomplete. Looking for Nico Collins. And the Chiefs will force a 4th and 8 and force a punt. I agree. Engineering would have been an interesting one for sure. But I'm not mad about my position now. You know, like, I have an interesting future potentially here, so it's not all bad, but it's just I wouldn't recommend it. You know what I mean? There goes the kick. And it's going to be high hanging and fair caught by Worthy at the 25-yard line. Speed letting him know that he was there. A little chest bump at the end of that play. But all right, it's now going to be 1st and 10 Chiefs at their own 25-yard line. We are still 0-0. Wow, Donna Kelsey getting commercials. Holy shnikes. I've trained champions. That's hilarious. Well, I mean, she's not wrong, right? Nah, Tim, screw that. Down with the bourgeois. You surprised I actually knew somewhat how to say that? It was a sad day to be a Commander fan. I don't know how we make every quarterback look like a Hall of Fame quarterback. It's quite impressive. Washington is sitting with the 6th pick right now and have a chance to get the 3rd pick if they lose out. Giants beat the Raiders in week 17. If the Giants beat the Raiders in 17, the Saints and Browns win at least one more game. Yeah. Yep. We'll see. I mean, NFL is a week-to-week sport. Like, everybody's like, wow, a 31-0 to the Vikings. Now you can never win a game ever. You know, like, I mean, freaking Carolina skunked the freaking Falcons, and then the Falcons came back and beat Buffalo. I am actually. I'm studying, pig. I'm studying. No, I'm not. But so, like, who knows? Like, next week we could come out and win 31-0. Like, it's such a weird league this is, right? Like, the Saints. No, the Giants. When Jackson Darts just started starting, right? The Giants beat the Chargers, lost to the Saints, and then beat the Eagles on a short week. Like, you just, week to week, you have no clue who you're going to get. This, especially this particular season, it is outrageous. We won't. I mean, it's unlikely. I agree, Lee. I agree with that. Titans are 1-0 ever since Cam Ward's Scooby docuseries release. All right, here we go. In the shotgun is Mahomes. 1st and 10 at their own 25. 3 receivers out wide to the right. Kelsey motions but stays on the right side. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Quick throw to the right side. It'll be caught by Worthy. Worthy wide open, and he's going to get a gain of 11. to get a quick move of the chains to get this drive started. Poor Wanye Morris. He's going into the locker room on a cart. That's a pole rookie out of Washington State, undrafted. Getting some play here at left tackle. Takes the snap. Quick throw to the left side, and it's Rice. And Rice will fall forward for a gain of 5. 8.5 to go here in the first quarter. Alshire. Okay, now I know how to say his name. Aziz Alshire, not Al-Shahir. Alshire. All right, here we go. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Mahomes. 2nd down and a long 5. Worthy goes in motion behind the quarterback. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right side is Pacheco. And Pacheco will fight forward for a gain of 1. 3rd down and a long 4 now coming up here for the Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco. He wanted to stay on the field. Not going to happen today. 7:45 to go in the first quarter. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Mahomes, quick throw, tipped up in the air. He caught it himself, and he can't throw it again, and he's going to be sacked. Well, is it a completion, I guess? It's actually not a sack, I suppose. He threw it completion, and it's going to be negative receiving and passing yards in the same play. Mahomes completion for a negative 10 yards. He got a negative 20 yards on one play. That's impressive. Commanders are still trying to catch up, having Ron Rivera and Schneider for so many years. Yeah. Here comes the punt from Matt Ariza. To the Chiefs bench Mahomes, right? All right, good punt. But it's going to be returnable. Running to the right side. Catching the 25, and then finally pushed out of bounds as he crosses the 30 is Jalen Noel, rather. To the Chiefs bench Mahomes. That's what everybody's saying in Chiefs Kingdom right now, I bet, too. I'm sure you're having that conversation. Is Mahomes, he was never good. He just made crazy plays sometimes, and the refs helped him. He was actually never a good quarterback. Ever. You know there's a Chiefs fan out there that's saying that right now. Dan Quinn should be fired. Yeah, Dan, you should be fired. Is there really a difference, Pig? Is there a difference? You're right. He spelled Snyder wrong. Is that actually a Dan Snyder, too? The one for Nickelodeon? What is his... No, Rob... No. Rob Schneider? Which one was the one that's bad? Hey, yo. Not particularly a difference. Tim with the bazinga. Uh-oh. Naked baby. Halftime. It was Dan Schneider as well? Gotcha. Who's Rob Schneider? Why is that name in my head? Oh, Rob Schneider is that. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's why. He's the one that's always in the movies with Adam Sandler. Okay, wrong Schneider. Sorry, Rob, for putting you in that conversation. You didn't need to be in that conversation. I'm not accusing Rob Schneider of anything. What happened to Ertz? Is similar to RG3's leg whip years ago. Try to come back too soon. Yeah, I think Zach Ertz is probably done. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Texans. Defensive battle so far here in Kansas City. The Texans' second drive of the game. Nick Chubb, the running back, takes a snap. Play action. CJ steps up, has time. Going deep, has a step. And caught Nico Collins. Oh, that was a bad throw there by CJ Stroud. Nico bails him out. But if CJ Stroud lets that thing fly, oh, this is a touchdown. Oh, man, he needs to throw that farther. That's an easy touchdown there for Nico Collins if he's able to lay it out there so he can actually run underneath it. Yikes. I'm sure Adam Sandler's friend that's always an ethnic character. Yeah. Ooh, Trent McDuffie gets hurt on the play. That's not good for the Chiefs. Trent McDuffie, their number 1 corner over there. 1st round pick out of Washington. Little undersized of a guy. That's why he kind of fell in the 1st round. But as far as the talent, he is fantastic. So hopefully the injury is not too serious. Dukes of Hazzard, yeah. Tim, is Big Bang Theory your favorite show? I certainly would not say Big Bang Theory is my favorite show, but I do like Big Bang Theory. I don't watch it that much. I haven't sat down and like watched the whole show. I don't really care that much about sitcoms. Like, I don't know. Like, not like I used to. Like, you could say I watch like kids sitcoms or like back in the day I would watch more, but I don't know. I don't really. I'm fine with them on the TV, but that's how I guess that's how they're supposed to be treated anyways. They're kind of just like background noise. But I don't know. I don't really watch a whole lot of those. I just hit my microphone when I said Dan Snyder, and it's spelled Snyder with an I instead of a Y. So it just avoids both of them. That's a smart Siri, you know? You know what? I'm not going with either Snyder. I'm I'm going a completely different direction. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Texans here at the 21. We have an injury timeout. That's what we're waiting on now. A couple of big injuries to actually cause commercial breaks, unfortunately. So hopefully they're all right. Donna Kelsey's now going to be an actor or actress? That's crazy work. Good for her. In the shotgun. Takes the snap. Pitch play to the right is Marks. Marks cuts it up the middle. Has room to run. And he's going to make a nice carry on 1st down. Sets up 2nd and 3. That's going to bring them into the red zone. Down to the 14-yard line. Let's see what happened here. Oh, was it his wrist or what? No, it's a leg. Okay. I didn't know if it was like him stopping on the ground that caused it, but no, he's on the sideline on his own feet, but his legs appear to be a little banged up. Hopefully he's all right. 2nd and 3 now. Man in motion is Schultz, stays on the right side, takes the snap, pitch play to the left is Marks. Marks cutting it up the field and can't get out of the backfield. Nick Bolton there to meet him for a 1-yard loss. Woody Marks kind of slipped on the play as well. Trying to cut back. But 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 at the 16-yard line. Coming up for the Texans. Tim, when was the last time you didn't get to sing Hail to the Redskins after a score? That was brutal, man. It's been a while, I think. 2 receivers each way. Stroud. The man in motion left to right. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Pumping. Now throws it to the right, and Schultz is going to go into the end zone, but I have a feeling this is a pick play. The flag came out right in that range, so I think this is going to be negated. Yeah, touchdown nullified. Oh, they're going to call it illegal shift. Interesting. 2 players in motion, they're going to call it. Interesting. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Let's see. Interesting. So they're saying that Schultz didn't get set before they put the other man in motion. So that's what they're saying. It was pretty quick, bang, bang. Like he stopped moving and the other guy went in motion right away. You have to stop for a full second. Bit ticky-tack, but nonetheless, 3rd and 10. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Looking. Pressure coming from Jones. Has to escape. Stroud throws it on the move. Has the man. And he's going to be caught. Oh, dives near the 1st down marker is Higgins. Will they give it to him? No. They're going to say he's a yard shy at the Kansas City 12. Will they go for it? D'Amico Ryans will have a decision to make here. All right, let's see what they call. Yeah, he is short of the 1st down. What? Huh? They changed that to a Okay, we need to get rid of replays, dude. Replays need to be banned. Replays need to be banned. His foot's out right there. He's short of the 1st. Like, we need to get rid of replay. Just get rid of replay. Just get rid of replay. Replay needs to go. We need to get rid of challenge flags. We need to get replay altogether. Just leave it on the refs on the field. I'm so sick of replay. I'm done with it. I'm done with replays. I'm so done with replays. Like, I can live with a ref getting it wrong in the heat of a moment, not quite seeing it right, and having to make a judgment call. I can live with it. When replay gets this wrong and you have to throw other challenge flags and nonsense, with replay assist changing it to the wrong thing, I can't. Like, Andy Reid had to use a challenge flag to get that corrected. And if he didn't have the guts to throw that challenge flag, right? Like, if he was like, wait, am I allowed to? I don't want to get blah, blah, blah. Then they would have got screwed with replay assist. They fixed it after he had to throw the freaking challenge flag. But how did replay assist even overturn that in the first place? It's one thing if they called it wrong on the field and the replay fixed it. But they called it correctly on the field and then replay assist somehow gets it wrong. How is that possible? It's ridiculous. We've seen it way too many times. Just replays need to go. They need to go. I am anti-replay altogether. It's absurd. 4:46 to go here in the first quarter. 4th and 1. All right, they're going to go with the QB sneak. Not with CJ Stroud, though. They have the backup tight end. He takes a snap, QB sneak, and he gets it with ease to the 10-ish yard line. There's a flag, though. Uh-oh. Stover. Oh, it's going to be offsides on Houston? So they'll move him back, and they'll have to settle for a field goal here. Tim's still hyper from today's blowout. It's happening all over the place. Every game, just about every game I watch, the replay is getting it wrong. It's absurd. Glad they boycott playing in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I'm on Notre Dame. Disney ESPN apparently told the committee that Alabama needs to make the playoffs. That's funny. That's funny. But my understanding is what actually happened is that they the conference games only made a difference with the rule of if you're a conference champion and you're top 5 in the rankings and you're a conference champion, or in the top 25 rather, or whatever, or the 5 highest ranked conference champions auto bid in, but it doesn't negatively affect you to play bad in there. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good, and that will put Houston on the board here, 3-0 against the Chiefs. But yeah, so like if you look at the rankings, they didn't move at all. So in order for the Notre Dame Irish to make the playoff, right? They would have needed either JMU or Tulane to lose their conference, I think. What about Duke? So the reason that Duke's not in it is because they weren't ranked higher than JMU and Tulane. Actually, now that I think about it, I guess there's no way. There's no way for Notre Dame to have made the playoffs. They should have known they weren't making the playoffs before. But the rankings were already set prior to the conference championship weekend. So those were the rankings set, right? There was no more movement of the rankings after that. Tim, I had to attend a Christmas luncheon and miss the Washington game. Blessing in disguise? Yeah, no kidding. I kept checking the score on my phone and couldn't believe the Washington score. Not even a field goal. It was brutal. It was brutal. What about BYU? Yep, BYU was already ranked 12th. Notre Dame was 11th, and BYU was ranked 12th. But BYU messed up because they didn't win their... or not messed up. They played Texas Tech. Texas Tech was big favorite, but they got killed. When will scrub NFL players quit to the pros and make more money back in college, NIL? Well, once you go pro, you can't go to college because it's an amateur. My understanding. Like, I think once you... Well, I don't know, actually. That was always my assumption, but I don't know if that's actually technically a rule. Like, if you still have eligibility, like, after you retire, like, could Tom Brady... Well, not Tom Brady, bad example, because he already had 4 years of college. And, but also, the problem is... that's the other problem. I think once you start college, your years of eligibility starts right then. You can't come back to it, right? Like, you have 4 to 5 years or whatever to finish your 4 years of eligibility, and like that's all you get. I don't think you can start and then come back. So did Alabama, but the problem with Alabama is the fortunate part for Alabama is they were already ranked 9th. When will scrub NFL players quit? All right, here we go. Already happened in college basketball. What happened in college? All right, here you go. Fairbairn. They kick it away. There's the kick, and it's going to be caught inside the 5. Towards the left side is Smith. Smith leaping over defenders, diving at his legs, and he gets tackled only at the 23-yard line. SEC own college football. Yeah. The difference with college basketball and college football is there's only 2 teams that go to the college tournament. And basically, or in this case, it's not even a tournament, right? Basketball, it's a tournament, but in football, you only have 1 game to win the championship, right? Man, that guy looks a lot like Andy Reid. That's pretty cool. Anyway, great in motion. Left to right, 3 receivers bunch to the right side. In the shotgun, takes the snap, play action. Rolling to his right side is Mahomes. Mahomes. Pumping. Now he's going to run it himself and get close to the first down marker. If they give it to him, they're going to say no. He's a yard shy, and then replay assist said he got the first down, and then they had to throw the challenge flag, and then now he doesn't have the first down again. Just bringing that forward beforehand. SEC owns college football. But no, anyway, there's only 2 teams that go to the conference championship, right? So in college basketball, like everybody that's even on the bubble makes their conference tournament. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle, straight ahead is Pacheco, and there you go. Gets the first down with ease, right? So with the other one, there's only 2 teams. So basically what you're saying is if you get an, like, A&M would have gotten lucky then to not go to their conference championship, because if they lost, maybe they get knocked out of everything, right? And it's like, or as you just said, Miami benefits because they got knocked out of their conference championship. Here we go. Mahomes in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking. Mahomes has time. Rolling to his right. Steps up. Has to avoid it. And he does. He's going to run again. And he gets close to the first down marker again. Looks like a half yard short is where he slid. The 2nd and 1 again coming up now for the Chiefs. Why did the committee rank Miami 2 spots behind Notre Dame just 5 days ago? Neither of them played this week, and now Miami jumps 2 spots. Notre Dame drops 3. My understanding is the rankings didn't change from a week ago. Did they actually change? Takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Straight ahead is Pacheco, and Pacheco will get the first down. That's news to me. You're saying that Notre Dame actually fell in the rankings? I don't think they did. The prerequisite to make the college football is defeating a ranked team. That's a good start. Here we go. Single back formation. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here is Hunt. And Hunt get a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Chiefs. Hold on. I got to look at this. Because my understanding is the rankings didn't change. Yes, college football rankings changed significantly after conference championship games, with Indiana jumping to 1. Hold on. 3 receivers to the left. Man in motion. Oh, gets him to jump. Looking. Mahomes steps up, avoids it, and down goes Mahomes. Togai getting the sack. 3rd down and long. Coming up for the Chiefs. 3rd and 17 now. What? Right. All right, here we go. 3rd and 17. We're going to look at this at the first one. Three receivers to the right. Scans the field. Takes the snap. Setting up the screen here to Rice. Rice cannot... Oh, slips through the first tackle, but then gets tripped up just around midfield, and it's still going to be around 4th down and 10 coming up now. So, punt imminent coming again from the Chiefs. That will bring us to the end of the quarter first. So, Texans will maintain their lead 3-0 through the first quarter. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Who else moved? Miami jumped Notre Dame to get the final at-large spot, primarily due to the head-to-head season opening win, as noted by ESPN. Well, then I'm wrong. So they moved him up because of the head-to-head win. Interesting. Despite a heavy loss, Alabama 10-3 surprisingly qualified as a 3-loss team, staying at 9 in the college football rankings. Huh. Wow, that is big. Okay, well, ignore me. What do I know? What do I know? Wow, that's huge. That's wild. That is wild to me. How do two teams move in rankings? Hey, buddy. But how do two teams move in rankings that didn't play? Yeah, like that's ridiculous. Like how do you have them ranked and then they don't play and then they just switch? I guess are they saying that their initial rankings weren't thought out that much? They were just kind of randomly put in there? What are the college football rankings compared to the AP ranking? College football rankings AP often align, but different in methodology. AP poll is subjective vote by sports writers, while CFP committee uses specific criteria: wins, strength of schedule, head to head, etc., and reveals the final four playoff seeds, leading to potential swaps. Is it? Oh, here we go. There's the punt from Matt Ariza. Fair catch going to be called at the 10-yard line. There is a flag though. Miami came up with more cash in the back room than Notre Dame did. Yeah. My only thought that, like, if I'm being charitable to the college football playoffs, my only thought is that the SEC, like, or the conference championships made a difference in team strength of schedule. Ooh, running into the kicker. They're going to decline it because it's not roughing the kicker. It's just running into the kicker, which is only a 5-yard penalty. Roughing the kicker would be a automatic first down. Running into the kicker is not. Tim, it's all fixed. Follow the money. TV ratings and money from advertising, the most attractive package for revenues. There's no way that Notre Dame doesn't bring in significant money. Like, Notre Dame has a lot of fans. There's no way that has nothing to do with it. Like, I know Miami has a lot of fans too. They had that heyday back in the day, like back when. But like, I don't find that kind of hard to believe. Single back formation here at their own 10-yard line. Man in motion, takes a snap, hand off to the left side, cuts it up, and will dive ahead for no gain. Second down and 10. Like, Notre Dame is like a lot of money in Notre Dame. There's a lot of money. If anything, I feel like they're like the conspiracy is to make a statement that Notre Dame, pick a gosh darn conference. Get in a conference, dude. Here's the BSA uncovered. The ACC championship worked everything up, and committee was afraid no ACC team making the playoffs might cause an exodus to ACD. Oh, interesting. Takes a snap, drops back, looking, steps up, throws over the middle of the field, and it's incomplete, tipped up in the air, and incomplete. Oh my goodness. I thought somebody may have come down with that all of a sudden. And it's going to be incomplete, third down and 9, coming up for the Texans with 14-13 to go. So they jumped Miami and an ACC team over Notre Dame, but kept Alabama because ESPN is tied to SEC ratings. Yeah, so it's more of a statement. I'm going with that other one. It's more of a statement. Hey, get in a freaking conference, Notre Dame. Get in a conference. All right, third down and 9. 4 seconds on the play clock. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Quick throw over the middle and incomplete. Could not get it to Schultz. There is a flag, though. Defensive holding. Oh, no. Defensive holding on third-round pick Noel Williams. Oh, brutal. Man, they put him mano-a-mano on Nico Collins. What? Where's the hold? Oh, that's clean. What a jam by the rookie. Oh, that's a crap call. That's 2 bad calls against the Chiefs today so far. All right, single back formation. Man in motion here is Noel. Takes a snap. Handoff to the right side is Marks straight ahead. And Marks will get a nice gain on first. I think a gain of about 7 or so. Putting up 2nd down and 3. Hi. You come here? You don't have to lead him. ESPN and SEC. Yeah. Why Notre Dame has a TV deal with NBC directly. That's why they're independent. So, 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Single back formation. Takes a snap. Handoff. Nope. Play action. Look in. Stroud going deep down the left sideline and incomplete. Too far for Higgins. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Texans. Then they should make it a rule: no conference, no playoffs. I mean, well, maybe they'd be more passive aggressive instead of aggressive. All right, 13:24 to go in the 2nd quarter. Texans have the lead, 3-0. They have a big 3rd and 3 here to keep this drive moving at their own 23-yard line. 3 receivers bunch to the left side now. DJ in the shotgun takes a snap. Only a 3-man rush coming from the Chiefs here. Stroud has time. Now throws it over on the right side, and he gets it to Schultz. Dalton Schultz getting open for his quarterback, and CJ Stroud, realizing it's only a 3-man rush, doesn't have to rush it. Has plenty of time. Great protection. Steps up. Throws on the move. Nice throw. And bang! 1st down. There's 13 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter. I formation. Takes the snap. Handoff. Up the middle here is Chubb. And Chubb spin off the first tackler and get a gain of about 3 to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 7 now coming for Houston. But whatever, my team made her. Go JMU. Yeah, go JMU. Pretty awesome. I do think Notre Dame should have played a bowl game, though. I mean, come on, dude. Get over yourselves. Get over yourselves. 2nd and 7. 2 receivers each way, and the shotgun here is Stroud. And in motion, takes a snap, play action. Blitz coming. Has to escape to his right, and does. Keeps his eyes downfield. Now throws it over across the middle of the field, and has his man is Nico Collins. Nico catches a block down the right sideline, and he's out of bounds. There was one safety deep Cook that I didn't know was there, and he's there to make sure that Nico does not score. But either way, a big play there for Houston, down to Kansas City 7-yard line. CJ Stroud, what a beautiful throw this was. Being chased down by 3 Chiefs players, throws it across the middle of the field. Nico Collins attacks the football. He doesn't try to just be lackadaisical. Nope, I'm going to go get it. Catches a block from Stover. Bang, what a play. Oh, they're going to say he went out of bounds a little bit earlier than that. So actually, no, he's at the 7. Okay, here we go. It's a false start. That's what brought him back down to the 12. There's the false start. 1st and goal from the 12 now for Houston. Whatever. My team made it. Go JMU. There you go. That's all that matters. My team certainly did not make it. I don't even know what is. Are the Terps even bowl eligible? Here we go. In the shotgun, made in motion. Hutchinson from left to right. Takes the snap. Play action. Rolling to his right side. Tipped, but caught anyway by Marks. Marks slips the first tackle, but only could get back to the line of scrimmage. Actually loses a yard, so it's 2nd and goal from the 13 now. Now, I'm glad they made a statement. Nobody wants to play in a worthless trash bowl filling Disney ESPN pockets. I didn't understand when they traded us Tunsil. They were so happy. I guess they had another really good left tackle. Yeah, who is their left tackle right now? Oh, they drafted one in the 2nd. Arente Ursary. Heck of a name there. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Quick throw over to the left side. It'll be caught by Nico. Nico will get to about the 9-yard line. So gain of 4. 3rd down and goal now for the Texans. They're 17th in the Big Ten, Maryland. Oh my God. No, they were 4-8. Wow, they started 4-0 and finished the year 4-8. Oh, that's too funny. All right, 3rd and goal from the 9. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. CJ Stroud in the shotgun. Takes the snap. 5-man rush. Stepping up. Pressure. Has to let it flow. Oh my goodness. He checks it down to Woody Marks, who walks into the end zone untouched. And the Texans will take an early lead here, 9-0, pending an extra point on a 10-play, 90-yard drive. Woody Marks. He went to block. Instead, just slips out of the backfield. CJ Stroud locates him. Oh, beautiful. Yep, Woody Marks does a great job showing that he's actually going to be a blocker. Just kidding. Slips out into the flat. Man-to-man defense. Nick Bolton was the man-to-man on him. He blitzes. There's the snap, the kick, and the kick is up. The kick is good. 10-0 now, Houston. But yeah, Nick Bolton's assignment on man-to-man is, hey, you are a man up on the running back, but if the running back is staying in the block, you turn into a blitzer. Well, when the running back pretended like he was going to be setting up for a block, he runs right by him, and he checks out into the flat. Boom. You got a first down, or touchdown. You know what doesn't sit right with me about the college football playoffs? Vandy is out, going 4-2 versus ranked teams. And the 11 and 12 seed didn't beat a ranked team all year. Oh, well, see, the thing is, though, what I like about it, I see what you're saying. In my opinion, if you're not in the top 10, okay, and you're in a Power 5 conference, I don't really care about you. Okay? I don't care. Why do I not care? You had your opportunities. Okay? You had your opportunities to get into the top 10. And it is what it is. These lower level schools like James Madison, right? Or Tulane. I mean, they didn't go undefeated or anything, which is sad. Like, I don't like that. I don't know who they lost to. Who did Tulane lose to? They went 11-2. JMU went 12-1. They lost to Louisville, right? And the rest of their schedule was pretty weak. But what it does create, and why like March Madness could also be a lot of fun, is the Cinderella stories, right? It is the teams that are trying to shock the world, right? Tulane as well. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, would it be cool if Vanderbilt got in and made some noise? Okay, cool. Same thing with Texas or Notre Dame, BYU. But these teams are good enough to already be in the top 10, and they had their opportunities to be in the top 10. James Madison would never be considered for the top. And yet, it would be so crazy if they actually won, right? And it creates a very cool Cinderella story. And it shows that conferences matter. I think conferences should matter. I think divisions should matter in football. Like, conferences and divisions also matter. March Madness has been going on since 1939, and a 15/16 seed has never even come close to winning. They've beaten number 1 seeds. I think a 16 seed's now won twice. A 15 seed has won several times. It's crazy. They've never won the whole thing, but they've won a game or two. Same thing with 14, 13, 12 seeds. Here's Amy Fairbairn. There's the kick at the 4-yard line. And here comes the return. And he's going to get tripped up at the 35-yard line is Thornton. Tyquan Thornton on the return. I'm interested to see San Antonio gets for the Alamo Bowl. Good luck to San Antonio. Tennessee always seems to make the right moves. Tyreek Hill, Snead. They don't like playing top contracts. Yeah. The receivers bunch to the left, takes a snap, play. No, handoff. Up the middle here is Pacheco. Pacheco will only get a gain of a yard on the play. And it's going to be 2nd down and 9. JMU's going to curb stop Indiana in the semifinal. That'd be cute. Here we go. 2nd and 9. 3 receivers to the left side. 2 receivers each way. Oh, that lineman was way off. Pumping. Now throws over the middle of the field. Tipped up in the air and intercepted. Petrie comes away with the pick. And I think he tipped it to himself as well. Jalen Petrie. Interception. And the Texans will take over with great field position. And this Kansas City team is in real trouble now. If they lose, they are essentially out of the playoffs. Yep, that was a bad throw there by Mahomes. Great play by Petrie. And he comes away with the interception, does he? Oh, no, he doesn't. And nope, he failed. That is not an interception. Dang it. Yeah, that is not an interception. Yeah, that's not a pick. Okay, so the Chiefs will maintain possession here. Yeah, that's I mean, if you would confirm that, then replay needs to go. If they confirm this, replay needs to go. And you're never going to change my mind. You are never going to change my mind if they confirm this. They confirmed it. Oh my God, they confirmed it. There's no way. Just get rid of replay, dudes. Just get rid of replay. Takes a snap, play action. CJ Stroud steps up. He's going to check it down to Schultz. Schultz to the right side, diving ahead. Gain of 4. Get rid of replay. The nose of the football clearly hit, and it moved a ton. It's not even a question. There's no way you watch that replay and think it's a catch unless you're a Texans fan or hate the Chiefs and you're just a hater. But there's no way you honestly look at that and think that was a catch. The nose of the football is under his arms, it hits the ground, and it moves into his arms. That is insane. Oh, I can't stand replay, dude. Get rid of it. Man in motion is Noel. Single back formation. Man in motion now is Higgins. Takes the snap, play action. Rolling to his left side. Going to check it down here to Noel. And Noel will get pushed out of bounds just shy of the 1st down marker. 3rd down and 1. There's no way that stood. There is no way. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't believe they called that, honestly. I just can't do it. Replay has to go. It has to go. 7:20 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Single back formation. Stroud changes the play at the line. He's going to QB sneak it straight ahead and gets the 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line. Casey getting payback for all the cheating done the last 7 years. I don't even care, dude. That's everybody hates the Chiefs, Tim. I don't care. I don't care. It's just not a catch, and it's objectively not a catch. The replay should have overturned that it was not a catch. I can't believe. I hate not living in reality. In the shotgun, DJ. First and 10, takes a snap, pitch play to the right side is Marks. Marks turns upfield, and Marks will dive ahead for a gain of about 3 or 4, depending on the spot. Tim, AI would just take over. Robot refs coming, yeah. Let me see him first. Sure, if I wanted to. Hi. Hi. Think my headphones are weird? Hi. Here we go. In the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. DJ takes the snap. Blitz coming. Has to get rid of it and just throws it in the dirt. Woody Marks was in the area. Hey. It's a football. Ball. Can you say football? He always look whoa on the screens. Whoa. Whoa. What's up, fat boy? Mwah. Last meal of the day. 3rd and 6. Three receivers bunch to the left side. In the shotgun is Stroud. Takes the snap. Blitz coming again. Stroud throws off his back foot and it looked like it got tipped at the line. So it's now going to be 4th and 6, and the Texans will have a decision to make. It's currently a 60-yard field goal for Fairbairn if they want that, or do they just go ahead and pin them back? I like the idea of pinning them back, considering their Texans defense is absolutely phenomenal. He says, Daddy, calm down. These replays are getting out of hand, babe. It's unbelievable how bad they are. There's the kick. And it will be, touched and downed at the 2. Maybe the 3. What a punt by Tommy Townsend, who was a Chief for a long time. And he is making his old team pay now. Yep, it was touched right at the 3-yard line. Beautiful. And that is where the Chiefs will start this next drive. And D'Amico Ryan be our coach, right? Commercial break. I'll be right back. D'Amico Ryan be our coach. Yeah. D'Amico Ryan. Doing well. Doing well. And 7. Didn't he start in 2023? He's been 10-7 every year. And the year before that, they were what? 3-13? Yeah, 3-13-1. I'm pretty sure he was not. I think he came the first year CJ Stroud was there. Because this 3-13 got them CJ Stroud and Will Anderson when they traded up. All right, here we go. Under center. Takes the snap. Handoff straight ahead is Hunt. Hunt gets met at the line of scrimmage. And he might get a half yard on the play. A big boy up front. Who is that? Number 9? Rankins. I think Sheldon Rankins. What a play there. Yep. Beautifully done. Tim, maybe we should all fast until Commanders win a game. Yeah. So basically you're saying we should just all Roblox ourselves. All right, here we go. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. Mahomes scanning the field. Puts Gray in motion right to left. Stays on the right side. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. Mahomes quickly throws it over to the left side. Has his man caught. For a first down is Tyquan Thornton. 1st and 10 Chiefs. Should have hired Flores. All right, 1st and 10. In the shotgun, 2 tight ends on the left. 2 receivers to the right. Noah Gray in motion now left to right. Takes a snap, play action, rolling to his right side is Mahomes. Mahomes pumping, now throws it on the move to Kelsey. Not quite on the same page there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. This Texans defense is really strong. But honestly, the biggest problem with the Chiefs is their offensive. Certainly, you can see that Mahomes is under duress pretty much 24/7. The fact that Mahomes is putting up these kind of numbers with this offensive line is pretty gosh darn impressive. 3 receivers to the right. Mahomes in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Takes a snap. Setting up a screen here. No, he pumps it. Now he pumps it again. And Mahomes will slide for a gain of 6. Wow. Mahomes on a screen pass that they didn't block anybody, using the pump fakes to turn it into a positive gain. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That's a failed screen usually does not look like that. Or is it done when it comes to hiring offensive candidate? Shador did throw 300. Titans defense. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looking, stepping up. Holmes rolling to his right side, pumping. Stiff-arming a man, trying to keep his eyes downfield and will now throw it on the move, and it's caught! Caught for a first down! Juju Smith-Schuster, did Mahomes get a face mask? Oh, it's a face mask on Edwards. Penalties declined. It's going to be 15-yard penalty. Add 15 to the end of that play. But Mahomes somehow completing that catch. Incredible. He does get it around, the fingers around it just enough right there. Yeah, it's just enough. And Mahomes does do enough just to sell it as well. The 1st and 10 now at the 41-yard line of the Chiefs. 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Mahomes steps up, has time, now throws it over to the right side. What a throw by Mahomes to Worthy. Out of bounds on the right sideline after a 22-yard gain. Mahomes, dude. These throws are... that is absurd of how beautiful that ball's trajectory is with how he throws that with his feet not set at all, pressure, and yet it's dropped on a dime. Like, that's not an easy throw when you're set. let alone like it's man in motion's Worthy from left to right, 2 receivers each way. Mahomes scanning the field, now goes Worthy in the right side to the left, takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Here is Hunt. Hunt runs straight ahead and falls forward for a gain of about 3, setting up 2nd down and 7. Golly, Mahomes, dude. New poll, Mahomes or Shador. Right? 2nd and 7. See if the Chiefs try to run a play before the 2-minute warning. It doesn't look like they will. Makes sense. They don't want to give Houston more time. They're already in scoring range. May as well let the time run. 2nd and 7. And we have the 2-minute warning here in Kansas City. Texans up 10-0 here in the first half. All right, let's go to Weddle because we didn't do it at the end of the first because we were talking college football. The touchdown was to one Woody Marks. So all we know is we're a 25 or a 26-year-old. We have a low number. We're taller than 6 foot. We're in the NFC. Interesting. NFC. Most likely a quarterback. But you know what? Just for fun, we could be Kyle Pitts. And we are not. But we are in the NFC South. Okay? So we're almost, I mean, we could be a receiver, I guess. 6'4", 6'5". We're probably a quarterback. We're number 6 or number 7. 6 or 7. Like, how old is, like, Rattler? So? 5. I think any of the receivers over there. All. No, Olave's not a running back. We're number 6 or number 7? Bryce Young's obviously. 26. This is interesting. The NFC. Baker wears 6, but he's nowhere near that tall. Bryce Young's not tall. I don't know how tall like Rattler is, and I also don't know what his number is off the top. I'll throw in Rattler. It is a quarterback on the Saints, so is Show, or whatever you say his name. Okay, there you go. Show. I didn't realize he wore number 6. I never actually watched him play over there in New Orleans. December 20th, 4 p.m. That's when we play them? Play them on a Saturday. I hate my 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap, drops back to pass. Quick throw to the left side, and it's caught. Diving grab. And just shy of the first down marker here is Thornton. Or no, they're going to give him the first. All right, move the chains. I don't agree with that spot at all. Well, you know what? When was he actually touched? I guess that would make the difference. Does Mahomes' mom change his diapers between quarters? Probably. Bear down. Yeah, bear's low. Tim, can you blame this season on me, though? I wish upon a star that the Wizards could be just as good as the Commanders. Should have been more specific. Yeah, when was he touched? Oh, yeah, he doesn't touch him until he gets to the first. All right, 1st and 10. Man in motion is Worthy from right to left, now behind the quarterback. Back to the right, takes a snap play action. Mahomes stepping up, gets rid of it over the middle and looking for Gray, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Chiefs. Someone told me the game was moved to 5. Do you know that? The Commanders play during wine and Christmas. Here we go. 3 receivers to the right. In the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Hunt. Hunt running straight ahead and diving forward for a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up. Kelsey changed his name to Swift after the wedding? Probably. I would love to see Taylor actually change his name and how just the craziness of the internet would go. Her stage name would say the same. Her real name. 3 receivers bunched to the right side. Actually, she would. Here we go. In the shotgun. Takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Pumping. Has time. Trying to find some room. And now the pocket collapses. And it's a sack. 4th down coming for the Chiefs. So the Chiefs will have to settle for a field goal here with 1:02 to go in the second quarter. Houston will take their first timeout to make sure they will have time. Sorry, second timeout before the end of the half. Thanks, Dr. Pig. Wine and Family broadcast. Yeah, playing, man. Why can't we just play every Sunday at 1 o'clock? Just Sunday at 1. I don't need anything else. Church on Sunday. Church in the morning. Skins in the afternoon. Is it that hard? All right. Harrison Butker lines up for the field goal here. He's 21 for 24 this season. 43-yard attempt from the left hash. Here we go. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good off the right upright. And it remains a 10-0 game. And the Chiefs are just not who they used to be. Wow. The Texans might actually shut the Chiefs out of the playoffs here. Wouldn't that be something? Taylor Swift has absolutely gelded him. Gelded. Yeah, no kidding. Gelded. Meaning. Geld. Oh. Okay. It means castrate. Yeah. Deprive of vitality or vigor. There you go. Bucker gave a great commencement speech 2 years ago, though. Yeah. The great and powerful Pat Mahomes. So good. He only uses 1% of his skill, so he doesn't hurt other teams' feelings anymore. Church and NFL. Exactly. Like, why is it this hard, man? Church at 8:30, football at 1. The Buckers didn't go further, right? Somebody had to make the joke. That was him trying to move to the center, Pig. He was trying to move to the center. Just talked to Roger Goodell, said they are going with extra replay next year, even doing replay before the play happens. The real play is the replay. With the Bazinga number 2. If Chiefs don't make the playoffs, will it hurt Mahomes being the GOAT? Certainly wouldn't help. They never recovered from the Eagles beating them like a 4-year-old at Walmart. Takes a snap. Stroud looking quick throw over to the right side. And Nico Collins dropped pass. There's a flag, though. And it's going to be offensive pass interference against Nico. Stroud can't believe it. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, he just barrels through the defender and knocks him down, I guess. In reality, though, that's within 5 yards. That's legal. You know what, though? I guess if he would have done that and there was a receiver going underneath, that would be a pick play down the field, right? I don't know. Nonetheless, here we go. 2nd and 20 after the penalty. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Steps up. Throws over the middle. And incomplete. And this will be a 3rd down and long. No, 2nd and long now. 2nd and 20. Problem is that Jaden needs to date and marry a superstar. Not his mom. Okay. Mahomes ain't the GOAT. No. Tom Brady is the GOAT. Mahomes is on one heck of a start. 52 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. 2 receivers each way. Stroud takes the snap. 4-man rush. Quick throw to the right side. It'll be caught by Schultz. And at 3rd down and 16 now coming up after the 4-yard gain. All right. 48 seconds remaining. 3rd and 16 at their own 27. Yeah, they're going to give Mahomes 3 timeouts and an opportunity here to get more points on the board. Or get points on the board in general, rather. Not more points. Don't have any. Takes a snap. Looking, stepping up is Stroud. Stroud throws it on the move and caught. Nico Collins on 3rd and 16 gets 18. They only have 1 timeout remaining, so they have to hurry to the line with 30 seconds. At their own 45, they need to get about 15 to at least 15 yards to give Fairbairn an opportunity. Oh, false start, and that's a 10-second runoff. That's huge for the left tackle there. And that's going to be 11 seconds remaining, and they will start their clock. Well, they do have a timeout that they could save the 10-second runoff. Like, maybe they use the test. That even sucks more, though, because they could have used the timeout with 35 seconds or whatever it was, trying to save the timeout. Oh, that was terrible. But hey, the left tackle, rookie left tackle, looking at Chris Jones on the other side of him, he got a little nervous. The real GOAT is Taylor Swift. That didn't help Russell Wilson when he married Sierra. Good. You're right. The real GOAT is 50 Cent. Since I only aspire to be that much of a hater. All right, Floyd, if you can read a full of the Harry Potter book. Just kidding. We know you can't read, so it's instead gonna be Cat in a Hat. Three receivers to the right. The shotgun takes the snap. 3-man rush. Stroud, pressure coming, and he gets sacked. Tripped up by Chris Jones. And that is phenomenal. They set up Chris Jones as a defensive end against the rookie tackle. They get reset again, takes a snap. And he nearly gets sacked again, but he escapes this time. Throws on the right side and incomplete. Looking for Woody Marks, and that will bring us to the end of the half. That is 10-0. Houston on top. Houston will get the ball coming out of halftime as well. So the Chiefs could be down 17-0 the next time they see the football. All right, let's head to the box score of this game. Take a look here at the first half stats. All right, C.J. Stroud, 12 for 19, 171 yards and a touchdown, no picks, 2 sacks for 6 yards lost. Mahomes, 8 for 12, 58 yards, and 0 touchdowns, 1 pick, sacked twice for a 12 yards lost. Leading rusher in the game is Woody Marks with 9 carries, 31 yards, and Patrick Mahomes with 3 carries, 23 yards. Leading receiver in the game is Nico Collins with 4 catches, 121 yards already in the first half. Leading receiver for the Chiefs is Xavier Worthy, 2 catches, 32 yards. Leading tackle in the ball game is Drew Tranquill with 7. Tommy Togai with 6 tackles, leading the Texans. He also has a sack, as well as Danico Autry for the Texans, the 2 sacks for the Chiefs, where Chris Jones, and box score's unavailable now all of a sudden. Here we go, reset. But Chris Jones had 1, and you had Jerry Tillery and Ashton Galat with a half sack apiece. The interception was Jalen Petrie, who tipped it to himself. Got that big interception. Kicking wise, you have Harrison Butker 0 for 1 on the day. Kami Fairbairn 1 for 1 on the field goals and 1 for 1 on extra points. First downs, you have 9-8 in favor of the Texans. Texans right now 5 for 8 on third down. Chiefs only 1 for 5. Nobody's gone for fourth down yet. Total yards of offense 201 to 98 in favor of the Texans. Penalties 6 for 44 against Houston and 2 for 10 against Kansas City. And time of possession 1628 to 1332 in favor of Houston. So Houston completely dominating this game thus far. And hey, they're a strong team. Oh, wait. Immaculate's apparently a movie in 2024, if you didn't know. Going to the Immaculate Grid football. All right, we're about to get that started. Who's your favorite Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? I think Lord of the Rings is super overrated. So I would definitely take Harry Potter. I might need to watch Lord of the Rings as an adult and like give it one more fair shake, but I remember watching it back in the day and I just thought it was super overrated. But I haven't really sat down and watched all of it, I guess, probably too. Nonetheless. Also future. Okay. All right, let's do this. So we have the Bears, Raiders, Panthers across the top, Colts, Packers, Patriots down the left side. All right. Where can we go with this one? All right, Tim, we're enemy now. Toonie Bears, Patriots. Oh, yeah, there you go. Toonie. Right off the rip. Love doing offensive linemen, so I'll definitely go with it. 7%. Beautiful. Lord of the Rings, the books, not the movies. I don't read, so there's that. The movie about walking. The Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I saw it. We're a Harry Potter family.
I've spoken.
It's a movie about walking as well. All right, here we go. Keep going here. I can't remember there was definitely crossovers here when Eberflus went from the Colts to the Bears, and I'm just not thinking of any. Oh yeah, Cam Newton. That's always a good one for sure. Can we think of somewhere else real quick first? See. Like, I feel like there's been a lot of quarterbacks throughout these teams potentially, except for I guess the Packers. But like, is there any crossover on quarterbacks between these? I guess. Like, oh, Stidham. There we go. Go with Jarrett Stidham. Tim is reading Fundamental, important for your children, Foundation of Education. That's my wife's job. She's the reader of the family. She reads. She's in a book club. She reads. I stink at reading. Maybe one day I'll learn to read. Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore. Oh, that's a good one. I feel like Cam Newton's gonna be too high. There we go. That's a much better one there. Chris Hogan. Ooh, Chris Hogan would have been a good one. Fortunately, I made a move too quick. All right, let's see here. Panthers, Packers. Tim's more of a play-by-play guy. Exactly. Now you're getting it. Josh Jacobs is the most obvious one here. You could also go with Devontae Adams. Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams would be the two biggins here. Remember when Chris Hogan was on the Patriots? He ended career Carolina. Guess I'll go with. I guess I'll just go with Josh Jacobs. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to this. I have Josh Jacobs in the hole. Not do it. Colts. I always love to go to like Amir Abdullah with the Raiders. Did he play for the Devin Funchess? There's Pan. That's a oh. Is that true? No. Gosh darn you. I did pick the right one, right? Just kidding. It's alright, DB. I've been wrong before. Once. Bears Packers. Bears Packers. Oh, Tanyan. Robert Tanyan. There you go. Packers and Raiders. Got the two main ones, of course. I swear he went to the Packers. He may not have ever played a snap if he was only there in the whatever you call it. If he was only there in the off season, then you have to play a snap. Colts. Definitely. Lord of the Rings extended cut trilogy is a perfect 11 and a half hours. One can maybe one day I'll watch that. Just checked. He was on the Packers and Panthers. But did he play a game? You got to look at Devin Funchess. You got to look at his game logs. Stats or whatever. He was on the wait. No, he was on the Carolina and Indy. Not the Packers. Maybe that's but he's in a Packers jersey, but he never played a game for him. That's the thing. He was in a Packers jersey right there, but he never actually recorded a stat. If you never record if you never actually play, you see here, like he never actually played for him. But that's all right. Because he was in a Packers jersey. That's hilarious. Peaceful sounds, bro. What up, dog? All right, let's just go with Josh Jacobs since we've already messed up one. Why not? And that was the first one to come to my head. 16%. Devontae Adams is probably the high one. Raiders. Ukuleles. Will Bears make the playoffs? That's a great question. It's a tough division and tough conference in the NFC right now. I think they will make the playoffs though, but it's gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. Bears, Colts. Where's white noise when you need them? There's definitely a freaking thing in here. Bugging me. I also feel like didn't like Marlon Mack go and play for the Raiders? Peppers is the obvious answer for sure. Good one, DB. That's the obvious one. That's gonna be a high 60%. I'm just gonna take a leap. Why do I feel like Marlon Mack went and played for the Raiders? I feel like that's true, but I also feel like it's wrong at the same time. It's probably wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. That's okay. Did Marlon Mack play for anybody else? San Francisco and Denver. What was the other one? Did Amir Abdullah play for the Colts at all? Pretty sure he played for the Raiders at one. He did. Oh, dang it! Should have went with Amir. My gut. I thought about Amir Abdullah at one point, and it's because he's on the Colts now. That's what it was, but I couldn't remember for sure. And then this one is a defensive player. If I go to the, I know there's somebody on the Bears defense. Bears Bears. Maybe he's not there anymore. I guess it does make sense that he wasn't there anymore since Eberflus is not there. But if I look at like the Bears 2022 depth chart, we failed. Good times. Anyway, all right. About to get this second half underway. Houston will get the ball first. And we're off. I heard a turtle. Kick. And can be caught at the 5. There's the right side. A little shaking and baking. And tackled at the 27-yard line. I think it's all frozen up, so. Here. All right, 10-yard penalty against Houston, so that'll move them back to the 17. Skins are 2.5-point favorites versus the Giants. Weird world out there. Under 15 to play. Just gets the second half started. Stroud. Single back formation with 3 bunched receivers on the right side. Right in motion is Schultz, right to left, takes the snap. Hand off to the right side is Marks, and Marks gets hit in the backfield by Chris Jones and Nick Bolton. cleans them up. Chris Jones trying to bring his team some energy to get back into this football game. Chris Jones trying to take over now at this point. Wow, just the swim move is nasty against the center there. That is filthy. Yeah. Woody Marks does a good job escaping him, but unfortunately for him, Nick Bolton is there to clean him up. 2nd and 14 for Stroud. Takes a snap, 4-man rush. Stepping up, pressure coming, has to just throw it into the dirt. Woody Marks was the intended target, and it's now 3rd and 14. Is that Chris Jones again? Chris Jones is an absolutely man-possessed right now. They are moving him all over the field, and he is getting to the quarterback or running back at will. I mean, it's not even fancy. I mean, that swim move was pretty nice, but most of it is just, he is just a man amongst boys out there, it looks like. Just bigger, stronger, faster. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Stroud in the shotgun. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. They double team him this time. Stepping up is Stroud, pumping, and now throws it to the right. Oh, and just a little bit too high. Looking for Hutchinson. 4th and 14, and the Texans will be forced to punt. And Chris Jones takes a play off, and there's no pressure. The little hesitation at the top of his drop back, that hitch causes him to go too high. All right, here comes the kick from Houston. There's the kick. High flying one. Not a very good kick. It's going to be fair caught at the 44-yard line there by Worthy. So good field position coming up from the Chiefs. What will they do with it? Commanders Giants are the Tank Bowl. Yeah. Just like the one that was the Tank Bowl for Chase Young. They ended up with Andrew Thomas that year, I believe. Mahomes in the shotgun. Scanning the field. 3 receivers to the left. Noah Gray in motion. Stays on the left side, though. Takes a snap, play action. Mahomes rolls to the left. Now comes back towards the middle. Sets up. Going deep. And diving grab is Brown. Hollywood Brown with the big catch downfield. Into their 21-yard line go the Chiefs. 35-yard completion. And the Chiefs desperately need points on the board now. Washington's actually favored. Yeah. DQ lost the locker room. It is what it is, man. All right, pistol formation, takes the snap. Pitch play to the left side is Braden Smith. Smith has some blockers, and he will get a decent gain of about 7. 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Chiefs now as they go into the red zone. Come on, Mahomes. Throw Travis Kelce a touchdown, please. Touchdown, please. So I'm going to lose my way into a bye week. I've lost... No, I think... Did I win last week? I think I won last week. But the week before, I lost. And I'm going to lose this week. But I still earned a bye week either way. In the shotgun, Mahomes. Running to the left side is Hunt. Straight ahead, and Hunt will get a gain of 2. 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Chiefs. Happy Sunday. Yep. Now, if Travis Kelce has a big second half, I still have a chance. I think I'm down probably 8 right now. And he has Rashee Rice, so Rashee Rice will probably do something to screw me over, but Rice, I wouldn't be surprised. Me asking for Kelce earns Rashee Rice a touchdown. 12:09 to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 1. Pistol formation. Gray goes in motion right to left. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here is Hunt. Hunt trying to push the pile, and I think he got there. That'll be enough for the 1st down at the 11. Move the chains here for the Chiefs. The The tush push was already pretty flamboyant. The reverse tush push is a special type of. We should never say that again. All right, Chris Collinsworth. There we go. And in motion here is Rice. Takes a snap. Handoff straight ahead is Hunt. Hunt. We get tripped up after a gain of about 3. Gets to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 7. Mahomes just shoving Kareem Hunt in the back. He wanted that first down badly. Not happy a day after the lousy Washington performance. 2 receivers each way in the shotgun. Mahomes puts Smith in motion to the right. Takes the snap, looking to throw, pumping, has to escape to his right, and now just throws it into the dirt with Braden Smith in the area. 3rd down and 7 now for the Chiefs. 10:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. All right. 3rd and 7. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Mahomes steps up, avoids the rush. Mahomes is going to keep it. Mahomes will dive down to the 2-yard line. And it's now going to be 4th down, but they're going to go for it. Down by 10. They want a touchdown, and this would be incredible for the Texans defense here to get another stop. I mean, this would just be, you feel backbreaking for the Chiefs if they don't come away with a touchdown here. 10:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Mahomes dialing the play here. I mean, I don't hate the idea of running up the middle with Hunt, but at the same time, I want the ball in Mahomes' hands. Kelsey goes in motion left to right, 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap, hand off to Hunt, straight ahead, and Hunt will fight forward and get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs! And that is why you give it to Hunt. I said I did not mind that because it's effective when they get down to the goal line. Kareem Hunt is a stocky, strong running back that hates to be denied, and he gets in there for the Chiefs. First score of the day, and it's now 10-6, pending an extra point. Dang. All right, here comes the extra point here from Butker. Just under 10 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And it is 10-7 now here in the 3rd quarter. Can someone please... Not happy the day after that, yeah. We got 50 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Don't think Ron Rivera team lost that bad. Oh yeah? Is that true? Was Travis Kelce planning his bachelor party? No receptions for Taylor Honey Bunny so far today. That's what Mahomes and him have been huddling up about all day. The bachelor party. They haven't called a single play all day today. Yeah. Have them all. Mom hold. Speed of camera. All right, here we go. Butker to kick it away here in a 3-point game in Kansas City. 9:52 to go in the third. There's the kick. To be caught in the end zone, and he will kneel it down for a touchback. The 35-yard line is where Houston will start this next drive. And Houston extend their lead. Chris Jones. He made a statement this last drive. Is certainly not going away as he starts this drive on the bench. 1st and 10, Houston. Bagnulu going to dial up here. Single back formation, man in motion here is Higgins from left to right. Single back formation. Chubb. Dover goes in motion, stays on the right side, takes a snap, handoff straight ahead, and it will get a gain of 1. Oh, it's actually Marks on the. It gets him to the 36-yard line, 2nd down and 9. Chris Jones wanted to take a breather on that 1st down, assuming a run play, so he wants to get after that quarterback. Wait, 9:52? Why did the clock stop? The clock never started. Looks like they're going to get that fixed. But yeah, the clock never started this last play. They're going to have to get it reset here. Okay. 9:40 on the clock, on the game clock, 25 seconds on the play clock, and they'll get this reset. So his Ron's team got bad with EB and Hal. Yeah, it got pretty bad. 9:34 to go here in the third and counting. The shotgun takes a snap, 4-man rush. Stepping up, tipped up in the air, Chris Jones! Even when he's double-teamed, can't get the pressure. He gets his big mitts up there and knocks it down. Chris Jones is making an incredible performance to keep his team involved. Look how much bigger he looks than these NFL-sized offensive linemen. He is just a huge human being. Wow. All right, 9.5 to go in the third quarter. 3rd down and 8. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. The shotgun takes the snap. 5-man rush. Pressure coming. Has to get rid of it on the move. And too high looking for Nico Collins. And another 3 and out for the Texans. And the Chiefs will get the ball back now with 9:20 to go in the third quarter. This game is certainly far from over. Here comes the punt from Tommy Townsend trying to flip the field. Xavier Worthy back to receive this punt. Allison with a nice punt earlier that got them inside the 5. Can he do it again? There's the kick. Back to receive, and it's going to be caught at the 7. Here comes the return from Worthy. Worthy can fly. Oh, they're going to do a block in the back. This is going to be all for naught. Shaking and baking is Worthy. He only got to the 15-yard anyway, and this is going to start the Chiefs way back in their own territory. Here we I mean, come on. Such a worthless call. I didn't know you were going to cover this game. Cool. Yep. Of course, doing every Commander game, but I also try to do every other primetime game. It's been a busy year for sure, but try to do as much as I can. Yep, block in the back by Edwards, so that'll bring them way deep in their own territory. So Mahomes will have 90 plus yards to go the entire drive. Probably more like 96 or something, 97. Be deep in their own territory. Yeah, going to be at their own 4-yard line, they say. He had horrible game plans, never ran the ball, horrible O-line defenses, easily figured it out. Yeah. Problem with him is he literally had horrible offensive linemen, and he just left them out there to dry. And then Sam Howell, knowing he holds the ball way too long, he's still just dropping them back all day without chip blocks, without anything. And it was just like it. And his run games were blocked awfully. His offensive line plays. Marshall's face. Alrighty. Patrick Mahomes give the Chiefs their first lead of the day. All right, 3 receivers to the right. Holmes in the shotgun. Hey, he gets him to no, I think the false start. I think it's the offensive line false start. So move them back 2 yards. Now it's going to be at their own 98-yard line. EB has a chip on his shoulder and wanted to prove he didn't need Andy Reid. That's the facts of the matter. All right, 9:03 to go here in the third. Speaking of EB, isn't he back in Kansas City? Isn't he a running backs coach again? And the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. Holmes takes a snap in his own end zone. 4-man rush. Pumping. Now going to check it down to Kelsey. Kelsey with his first catch of the day will dive near the 10-yard line. So gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and 4 coming up. Oof. Interesting. So Mahomes' left knee a little banged up. He's going to wrap on him when he's not. 2 receivers each way. 2nd down and 4. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Hunt. Hunt will fight forward. Get close to the first down marker. We'll see where they mark it. Tim, late to the broadcast. What's your recap so far of this game? Houston dominated the first half in time of possession, 3rd down conversion rate, kept the Chiefs from scoring. But now the second half so far has started in the Chiefs' direction. Chiefs defense has stepped up big time with Chris Jones making his mark on the game. And Mahomes and the offense finally were able to put points on the board. In the shotgun, two receivers each way. Man in motion is Worthy right to left now. Takes the snap, handoff straight ahead on 3rd and 1. Will get the first down. Up to the 15-yard line is Kareem Hunt. First down and 10 coming for Kansas City. Setting up to be a bit of a tale of two halves kind of situation. We need a real OC and QB coach to work with JD. He's on the Bears staff. He's done great. Oh, there you go. EB's on the Bears staff. 7:10 to go here in the third quarter. Pistol formation. Play action. Mahomes stepping up. Has time all day. Throws over the middle of the field. Has his man is Worthy. Little shaking and baking. And dives ahead at the 38-ish yard line. 1st and 10 coming up here now for the Chiefs. Great protection on this one. Beautifully done. Everybody doing their job. They had a lot of double teams down there. A little max protection, 7-man protection. Giving Mahomes all day, and he finds his man. Takes a snap, play action again. Quick throw to the left, and incomplete. Kind of let that thing slip out of his hands, it looked like. Unless Worthy didn't make his comeback route at the correct moment. But nonetheless, 2nd and 10 now for the Chiefs. EV currently running backs coach of the Bears guy. Position we should have had him in. Yeah. 6:26 to go here in the third. 2nd and 10. Single back formation. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here. Pacheco finding room. And get a nice gain on 2nd down. Setting up now 3rd down and 4. 6 on the play at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Who you got, Tim? I got the Chiefs in this one. I think the Texans, I think it's a good coin flip 50-50 game, but I'm still picking the Chiefs to make the Super Bowl. So they would have to win this game to get to there, though. Losses aren't going to be good for the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs, man, you could tell that they're actually getting really amped up and pissed off right now that they're losing. The stars are stepping up. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looking, Mahomes steps up, throws over the middle, and incomplete. Kelsey wants a flag, not gonna get it. Shaking his head, laughing at the refs. Was he right to be looking at that? 4th and 4. Let's take a look. Oh, okay. Grabs that right arm and kind of holds him up. Kelsey wanted a flag, not going to get it. So now it's a punt from Matt Alariza. The kick. Bit of a line drive punt. Oh, nice punt. I like that line drive. Doesn't give him a chance to catch it. And it goes out of bounds at around the 12, 13-ish yard line. They're going to call it the 14-yard line. So that is where the Texans will get their next drive started. First and 10. Houston's 14. Movie or commercial? Knives Out. Wake Up Dead. Weird movie. What up, Aiden? How are you? Ten seven. 5:36 to go in the third. Texans get the ball back, maintaining their lead. Extended here. Good evening. What up, Raiden? All right. At their own. Oh, they do mark it at the 12 instead of the 15. Two receivers each way. Stroud takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw to the left and too high for Nico Collins. Several times, Nico has let this ball sail on him to get that situated out here. All right, 2nd and 10. Stroud and two receivers each way in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Marks. Marks bounces off the first tackler and gets tackled for no gain by Karlaftis and Bolton. 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Texans. Big opportunity for the Chiefs defense to continue to get another 3 and out and maintain a 3-point deficit. Holy moly. Karlaftis being blocked by Schultz. Yeah, just gets taken for a ride on that one. 5 minutes to go here in the third. 3rd and 10. Kirk goes in motion. Now starts back to the right. Stroud takes the snap, drops back to pass. Stroud rolling to the right. Going over to the right side, and it's caught? No, incomplete. Looked like it was going to be an opportunity for an interception, but Kirk flies across the screen. Take a look here. And yeah, that's a good call. Absolutely not caught. Christian Kirk, what are you looking at the replay for? Like, huh? What do you mean I didn't catch it? What do you mean I didn't catch it? Dude, it clearly hit the ground. Come on. All right, here we go. There's the snap. There's the kick from Tommy Townsend. Ooh, bad punt. And out of bounds, not even past midfield. Ouch. All right, Kansas City's going to get great field position here. See how it goes. Schultz being blocked by Karlaftis. Yeah. That's what the right. Tim, no, please. How could you do that to the NFL fans? Swifty in the Super Bowl? How could I do what? What did I say? I don't even know. I already forgot what I said. 75 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. We got 4:35 to go. The Chiefs are at the Houston 48-yard line to start this next drive, down by 3. They only need about 10 yards to get into Harrison Butker field goal range. He did miss earlier, though, from 43 yards out, hit the right upright. Chiefs in the Super Bowl with Swifty. Yeah, I mean, I know that a lot of people hate as I said, I know that a lot of people hate the Chiefs. I don't hate the Chiefs. Okay? I don't hate the Chiefs. But I don't know, just like the Texans either. If the Texans win, I'm happy for them. I think the Texans are a phenomenal defensive team. Offensively, there's left to be desired. They still have talent over there, but they need to figure it out. So having a rookie left tackle certainly doesn't help. I got the Rams and Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Rams and Chiefs. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Eagles Chiefs again. Both of them are like looking rough and not playing very well. And then they just get to the playoffs and they're like, yeah, this is why we're actually here. And they just turn it on and make it to the Super Bowl. And then everyone's like, it's rigged, it's rigged, it's rigged. All right, here we go. Holmes in the shotgun. Three receivers bunch to the left, takes a snap, play action. Rolling to his left side. Steps up. Looking to throw. Going deep. Has a step on his man. Oh, what a defensive play by Lassiter. Little bit underthrown as Mahomes was throwing it on the move. And he didn't quite get enough air under it and lets the defender to get back in the play, who gets a hand perfectly on the football. And Thornton could not bring it in. Brutal. All right, 2nd and 10 now for the Chiefs at the 48-yard line. Three receivers bunch to the left side. Man in motion is Rashee Rice from left to right, now behind the quarterback, back to the left. Takes a snap. He's going to swing it out there to Rice. Rice makes the first man miss, and Rice will go out of bounds after a gain of about 6, maybe 7 on the play. They're going to call it 7. So now it's 3rd and 3 at the Houston 41-yard line. The 59-yard field goal where it currently sits. What is Matt Nagy and the Chiefs going to dial up here? I didn't understand why Chiefs let go of Tunsil. They didn't want to pay him, I guess. I don't know. It's weird to me, too. 4 minutes to go here in the third. 3rd and 3. 3 receivers to the right. Mahomes puts Kelsey in motion. Stays on the right side. Takes a snap. Looking to throw. Mahomes steps up, avoids the rush. Mahomes is going to keep it and run for the first down and more. And tripped up past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Uh-oh. Mahomes a little shaken up on the play, limping with his left foot, but he's going to shake it off and get back to the huddle. The team lost to 31-0. I still love them. I hear you, dude. I'm in the same boat. The Eagles offensive line brought an inflatable positive rabbit to the locker room. Oh, takes the quick snap. And he's going to dive ahead as Pacheco for a gain of 2. I guess they're worried about something being challenged. I'm not sure. But they were really fast to the line of scrimmage on that one. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 at Houston's 24-yard line. Man, remember when Indy was like 8-2? And everybody's like, oh, they're the real deal? It's like, no, their schedule's kind of trash. Single back formation. Play action. Mahomes rolling to his left side. Mahomes pumping, and will keep it and run it for a decent gain there. A 5 yards, sets up 3rd down and 3. Gonna have to go. Right. Holmes. 3rd down and 3. And in motions, Kelsey stays on the left side, takes a snap, play action, quick throw to Hunt, and it's incomplete. Mahomes throws it to him immediately with pressure in his face, and Hunt gets his head around and cannot complete the pass. Now 4th and 2. What will the Chiefs do here? They have a reasonably easy field goal. Do they set it up for that, or do they go for it on a 4th and short? Big decision to make here. Do they want the lead, or are they going to be cool to settle for the tie? They will take the tie here. Harrison Butker missed from 43 yards earlier this game. This one's from the left hash, and it's 36 yards out. Butker scanning the field, takes the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is, holy smokes, it nearly hit the left upright, and it's 10-10 as he overcorrects. He hit the right upright earlier. This one nearly misses, just barely misses the left one there, and it's going to be 10-10 with 1:30 to go here in the third quarter. We got a game in Kansas City, ladies and gentlemen. Old night here in Kansas City. Both teams trying to stay warm. You got CJ Stroud over there with the bands. You got Mahomes wearing the knee brace situation to keep heat on that leg and keep it in motion. Nobody wants to get too tight. They're keeping their body moving. All right. Houston will get the ball back. Tied up. First time since the first quarter. Here comes Butker. Kick. And it will be caught around the 5. Here comes the return. There's the middle of the field and gets tripped up. Is Smith. Tremon Smith gets tripped up at the 23. Tremon Smith. That sound familiar? Oh, he's a corner. Huh. Central Arkansas. Not familiar at all. No clue who. All right, what is the Houston offense going to do about full-on blitzing that the Chiefs are doing? Will they do anything about it? All right. 1:46 to go here in the third. Schultz goes in motion, takes a snap, play action. Stroud looking, stepping up, pressure coming, has to just throw it into the dirt. What he marks in the area. 2nd and 10 coming from Houston. 1:40 to go here in the third quarter. Is it a blitz again? Late blitz coming in, but really Dana on the pressure. DJ Stroud in the second half right now, 0 for 7. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. And in the field, takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Woody Mark's going to bounce it out to the outside, but can't get escaping. Number 97, the third-round pick, Ashton Gelati. He's going to get the tackle for no gain. 3rd down and 10 coming for the Texans. Over a minute to play. Is that vodka right there? Absolute vodka in the house? All right. 3rd and 10. See what number 95 is going to do. Number 95. He lines up against the left tackle. Right side of the defensive line. DJ Stroud on the shotgun. Takes a snap. Blitz coming again. Pressure. Trying to escape. Throws off his back foot in the middle of the field. Incomplete. And is it going to be intentional grounding? There is nobody in the area. And I think intentional grounding is not a bad decision here. All right, they're going to say he got outside the pocket. I don't know if I agree with that, but they're going to be close enough, and it is what it is. So Tommy Towson going to kick it away here. All right, Tommy Towson punting it again. Couple of bad punts today. Let's see what he does this time. There's the kick. Worthy back to receive, and it's going to be fair caught at about the 37, 38-ish yard line. With 44 seconds to go here in the third quarter, the Chiefs get the ball back yet again. All knotted up here at 10-10. Texans need to O-line desperately. Yeah. Wow, second half. Houston is at -2 yards of offense. Remember earlier what I was saying about tale of two halves? All right. Mahomes. The shotgun, 2 tight ends on the right, 2 receivers on the left. Noah Gray motions from right to left. Takes a snap, rolling to his left side immediately. Steps up, going back towards the middle. Pressure coming, has to get rid of it, and floats it in there to Rashee Rice, who takes a huge shot. Incomplete. Rashee Rice does get up, and he looked a little shaken up on the play. Might have to go to concussion protocol. Eitri laying the wood. Did you see where the NFL said the intentional grounding on Mariota and the Broncos game was wrong? Yep. What are you going to do? Woof! Nah, that's head-to-head. Absolutely, huh? Interesting. Looked like a clean shot. Think, huh? No head-to-head at all? All right. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers each way. Their own 38 takes a snap. Handoff up the middle is Pacheco. Pacheco runs into the back of Travis Kelce on that one. And he will get a gain of 4. Sets up 3rd down and 6. That might be the end of the third quarter. Will the Chiefs try to get something going here? Not really a reason to rush. They could just let this go to the end, and they will. So at the end of 3, 10-10. Chiefs, Texans. Chiefs have the ball at their own 42 with 3rd and 6 as we start the fourth quarter when we come back. All right, let's go to Daily Wordle on hard mode, and we're going to go right to the man that has made a huge mark on this game, Chris Jones, absolutely flying around. All right, we are a defensive player, but not a defensive lineman. Younger than 29, lower number, so we could pretty much be anything in the NFC. So let's just go with, you consider a linebacker or a defensive end? Let's just go with, how about we go with somebody on our team? Go with Louisville. Okay, we are a linebacker. Not in the NFC East, not Louisville. Oh, Louisville's 29. I thought he was 28. Oops. All right. Well, we are a linebacker. Not the NFC East, though. We're 6'1" or 6'2". Interesting. Okay. Where are we going to go with this? West. Younger player, too. I am just drawing a blank on these linebackers. Oh. What was his name? I can't think of any freaking first names right now. Walker. Clay Walker. Took me a minute. Okay, we are a linebacker on the Packers. Interesting. Okay. A young linebacker on the Packers. Interesting. Okay. Do I know any other linebackers on the Packers? I mean, there's that guy Cooper. Edrin Cooper? Hey, there we go. Hilarious. We just talked about him earlier, KP. What do you know? It's actually Edrin Cooper. Oh, never mind, yeah. The reason I didn't think Fred Warner is because of the age there, Raiden. Yep, we got there, white noise. Yep. Called that this morning. Yeah. All right, here comes the kick. Or sorry, the next play. Mahomes throwing off his back foot, going deep, and intercepted by Lassiter. And the fourth quarter gets started with a big interception. Now, it is basically a punt going all the way down to the 18-yard line of Houston. So it's as good as a punt, but man, not how the Chiefs wanted to start. But hey, it's third and 6. You want to set up a punt anyway? So at the end of the day, it's going to go down as an interception, but it's not one of the worst interceptions we see. Nice. Congrats on the Cooper guest. Thank you. All right. Still 10-10. Houston will take over at the 18-yard line. Can CJ Stroud and the Texans offense get going? All right. CJ goes under center here in the I formation. And in motion to the tight end, takes a snap, handoff, straight ahead is Marks. Marks will push the pile. The gain of 4 to the 20-yard line. So it started, apparently it was not the 18-yard line. They're going to call it out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So 4-yard gain will put them at the 20. 2nd and 6 now coming up for Houston. Exactly, Clint. You football intelligent, Tim. Thank you. That's 1 in a row. 2nd and 6. CJ Stroud in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Full-on blitz again. Pressure coming. And down goes Stroud. Oh, and Stroud is hurt. Oh, no. He gets crushed here. Lands on his back. And he is in pain. We might be seeing Davis Mills. He does get up and limp around on his own. But you can tell he's in pain. And that's an 11-yard sack. 3rd and 17 now coming up for Houston. Will we see Davis Mills? Yeah. Somehow he didn't fumble that. Incredible that he did not fumble that. That's crazy. Karlaftis does do a good job to not land on top of him with his body weight. But the problem is not the body weight. It's the ground. 3 receivers to the left, takes a snap, 4-man rush, pressure coming from Jones. He steps up, avoids it, throws it on the move. It's going to be caught by Higgins right at the first down marker. And CJ Stroud, with the back pains, gets the first down anyway. Move the chains. Big play there by CJ Stroud on 3rd and 17, avoiding the rush of Chris Jones. Oh, he got there. Nice play. Here we go, in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Blitz coming again. Gonna get rid of it quickly. Noel makes the catch and goes out of bounds after a gain of 6. CJ Stroud finally handling the pressure a little bit better. Was that his first completion of the second half, actually? Wow, his first completion is on 3rd and 17 of this half. Crazy. All right, Houston, 33-yard line. CJ Stroud in the shotgun. 12.5 to go in the 4th. 3 receivers bunch to the right side, takes the snap. Marks handed off up the middle. Marks will get tackled after a gain of about 1.5 yards or so by Nick Bolton. It'll bring up now 3rd down and 2. 12:15 counting in the 4th quarter. Can the Chiefs do another stand, or will this be the drive that Houston's offense that has been stagnant for quite some time now? Will they finally get a drive going? You have 2 great defenses going at it, and they are living up to the hype in that regard. Here we go. In the shotgun is Stroud. 3 receivers to the right. Noel motions into the backfield. Takes the snap. Handoff to Noel. Noel trying to find the edge, and Noel will get hit. What an absolute picture perfect tackle by Watson. What's the flag going to be? D'Amico Ryan saying against the Chiefs. Is that going to be the case? This should be an automatic first down. Holding. No, it's holding offense. Will they decline it? Penalties decline. It's 4th and 1. Will Houston make them pay for declining that penalty? What an absolute gorgeous. Lowers his shoulder into his waist, wraps the legs, lifts up, and drives him to the ground. I mean, you can't practice on a dummy any better than that tackle for Watson, and that is a sight for sore eyes when it comes to how the NFL players tackle these days. Wow, what a beautiful tackle. There's the kick from Tommy Towson. Back to receive is Worthy. Fair catch going to be called at the 22 yard line. So that is where the Chiefs will start this next drive with 11:25 to go in the fourth quarter. That is gorgeous there by Watson to prevent a first down and everything. I would love to see everybody tackle like that. Like, I want to make a rule that's the only way to tackle. Gorgeous. Shout out Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean is a good cruise line. Been on a few. Been to that island, too, that they keep showing. That's Coco Cay. Private island that they own. Private island in the Bahamas. Anybody's never been on a cruise before, I recommend it, man. I love a cruise. I've been on 10 now. 10 cruises in my life. Appreciate all 80 of you hanging out in the chat. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. What if you're 6'4" and afraid of small spaces? KP, we should go on a cruise. That's what we should do. Plan a vacation. You and Katie, me and Selena, leave the kids in somewhere in a shack. Go have a good time. And well, awesome. Yeah, my grandmother's a cruising fiend. She's been gone, she'll be gone for 70 days straight or something. She's cruising fiend, and she got addicted to them in 2001. So she was taking me on almost one a year for a while. Takes a snap, play action, rolling to the left. Mahomes has time, has to then get rid of it late and incomplete, looking for Hunt. Then I've been on 2 without her since. Went on one on my honeymoon and one with my wife's family. Katie said no right away. Has she ever been on one? You Illinoisans. You're annoying. No, you guys are landlocked, so water's absolutely not to y'all. Here we go. 11:19 to go in the fourth. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. Takes a snap, drops back, pumping, looking. Mahomes rolling to his right side. Throwing on the move. Oh, okay. Just throws it in the dirt. There's a flag, though. What's the flag going to be? Did you say leaving the kids in a shack, Tim? Turn on Santa's naughty league. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, no foul on the play, so incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10. All right. But no, I know Katie really just said no because she wouldn't want to go with me on the cruise ship. Okay. That's what it is. You know, she doesn't want to hang out with us. She would rather go on a cruise with like somebody else.
I don't even know.
I said that me, you, Katie, and AP should go on a cruise. In the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left. Katie said no. In the shotgun, takes a snap, 4-man rush. Mahomes pumping, rolling to his left. He's going to keep it. And it spins off the tackler, still going. Goes to the 30. Dives past to the 31, and now it's 4th and 1. The Chiefs at their own 31-yard line. Will they go for it? Will they get aggressive? Well, I said leave the kids in some shack somewhere. And that's when Dan said that I'm on the. How dare I do that to my child? Suzanne, go watch him. Good night. Love you. 4th and 1. They're going to keep the offense on the field. 4 receivers to the right. And in motions, Hollywood takes the snap. Mahomes going for it. Mahomes steps up, pressure, throws it, and incomplete. And Houston will get the ball at the 31-yard line. Very aggressive play there by the Chiefs, and that could spell disaster. With 10:18 to go in the 4th quarter. Uh-oh. Wow. Now the failed 4th down puts Houston in field goal range immediately. Will Anderson getting the pressure. All right, 10:18 to go here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10. All right, CJ Stroud goes under center. Woody marks the running back. Wait, there's nobody on the right side. That's a legal formation. Handoff up the middle, and it's going to be a gain of 4. There was no receiver on the right side of that formation. What? There was no receiver on the right side of there was 4 receivers to the left and a running back in the backfield. That was an illegal formation. Am I stupid? Here we go. I formation takes the snap, handoff straight ahead, and Marks will get tackled for a gain of 1.5 or so. 3rd down and about 3. I'm shocked that they didn't call a legal formation on that. All right. 9:20 to go in the 4th. 3rd and 3. Here we go. Stroud goes in motion, or Stroud puts a man in motion as Noel. 3 receivers to the left. Stroud takes a snap. 3-man rush. Pressure comes anyway with Jones, and Jones cannot get the sack, but he does get him off the spot, but Higgins makes the catch anyway. How in the world is there a 3-man rush and Chris Jones gets pressure? What a monster. But then CJ Stroud does one better. And even though he's pressured in the face immediately, CJ Stroud gets rid of it and finds Higgins for a 1st down. Shout out Brian with the super chat. Never see couples expressing affection anymore. Love it. Well, thank you. Thank you for supporting the relationship. Single back formation. Takes a snap. Hand up. Nope. Play action. Rolling to his left side. Stroud looking. Keeps his eyes downfield. And he's going to have to keep it and out of bounds for a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Texans at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Appreciate the support there. Cookie Monster. All right. Clock continues to roll with 8 minutes to go. Houston looking to take the lead with a touchdown here. 2nd and 7. Single back formation. Man in motion is Noel. Left to right. Go back. And in motion again is Noel to the left. Takes the snap. Handoff to Marks, trying to find the outside edge. Cuts up. Nice run. And Woody Marks will get another first down inside to the 5. First and goal, Texans, with 7.5 to go in the fourth quarter. That failed first down could be the difference here. All right, Woody Marks, a little shaken up. What, did he get his eye poked or something? I think turf may have jumped into his eyeballs. They have an extra linebacker, or sorry, a different running back coming in. Not Nick Chubb. Apparently, he's out for the remaining of the game. It's Dare Ngobawale comes in. 7th-year vet at this point. 7:19 to go here in the fourth quarter. First and goal at the 5. Right? And the shotgun is Stroud. And in motion is Noel, left to right. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Ogunwale. And he's into the end zone. His first carry of the day ends in 6. And the Texans go back on top with a touchdown. Boom. Great patience there by Ogunbowale. Fights his way in. Looks good. That should be confirmed. Here comes Kami Fairbairn in for the extra point. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And it is now 17-10. Texans back on top with 6:56 to go in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs going for it. Backfired. Yep. So far, so true. They get aggressive. Sometimes it hits back. Appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat. We got 85 of you hanging out. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Appreciate you. We got a good one coming down to the end now. We'll see if we can catch some Patrick Mahomes magic that we've seen so many times over the last several years. Or is it Houston's time to continue their win streak and move forward on their quest to win the AFC South? They win this game, they will be a game behind Jacksonville. Let's see if they play Jacksonville soon. No, they've already played Jacksonville, and they split with them. They won't play each other. They'll have the Cardinals, the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Colts. Not the hardest schedule you've ever seen. See what the Jaguars' schedule will look like. Jaguars have the Jets, Broncos, Colts, Titans. So also not the most harsh schedule either. Both teams have a pretty good chance going down the stretch. What is the Jaguars' record in the division? 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. Could be 4-1, 5-1. So that's going to be a big deal. Because what is the Texans' record against them? 1, 2, 3-1, right? 3-1. And they'll have Colts. Did they play the Titans twice already? And they swept them. Okay, so they could also be 5-1. Then it would go to conference record, which 2 of those are NFC teams, 3 NFC teams. Oh, snap. So looks like they'll have an advantage on conference games. That might be the tiebreaker. All right, it's going to be caught in the end zone. They will kneel it down. So the 35-yard line is where the Chiefs will start this next drive. Very interesting. Because they only have one conference loss is the Broncos. Right? And now let's go back to the Jaguars. What are the Jaguars' conference loss? Bengals conference loss. These are NFC. So they only have one conference loss as well. Okay. Takes a snap, and there's the run is Hunt for a gain of about 6 to the 41-yard line. Under 7 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. All right. Mahomes in the shotgun. 6.5 to go in the fourth. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Man in motion is Worthy from right to left. Mahomes changes the play at the line, puts Worthy in motion now left to right. Takes the snap. Delayed handoff up the middle here is Hunt. Hunt trying to spin off and nowhere to go. He will get tackled for no gain. 3rd and 4 now for the Chiefs at their own 41. All right, 3rd and 4. Big down. And in motions Kelsey left to right. Mahomes in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Mahomes steps up, avoids the rush, pumping, and now he's going to throw it over to the left side, incomplete. And 4th and 4, what will the Chiefs decide to do this time? All right, we're doing it again. Oh my goodness, the Chiefs getting aggressive again against one of the best defenses in the league. Mahomes demanding a play. Good quarterback hit there by Danielle Hunter. So the Chiefs are going to have to use a timeout here as they couldn't get the play in time. But let's see if they actually want to go for it here. 5:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time left to punt it and play the field position game. But, I mean, this offense has been one of the better offenses in the league for several years. And if they believe in it, kind of live by it or die by it, right? Here we go. Mahomes coming back onto the field, and they're going to go for it here. Mahomes not having a good day, 12 for 27, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Does have 7 carries for 59 yards on the ground. 4th and 4. Well, they already used the timeout, so there is no getting to jump off sides. They are going. Mahomes in the shotgun. 3 receivers bunch to the right. Pacheco motions into the backfield. Mahomes scanning the field, takes a snap. Drops back, steps up, avoids the rush. Mahomes throws over the middle. Incomplete. Rashee Rice drops it. Mahomes takes a shot as he throws it. And Rashee Rice incomplete. With 5:26 to go in the fourth, the Texans will have great field position yet again. Wow. Capitals hockey highlights after this. Tim, you should call a Caps game and see the response. I bet it's positive. There you go. Maybe. I just don't have time. Oh, F the Chiefs. Yeah. I think the Chiefs are now dead in the water. I mean, this is bad if they give up points here. But if they lose this game, I mean, they're out of the playoffs essentially. I mean, a 6-7 record is you're out. You're out in this year. This year is just too competitive to get into the playoffs. I mean, you're going to be 6-7. You're going to 2 games out of the playoffs. I mean, the Colts are folding lately. But Texans, you would have a loss to them. That's huge. They already lost to the Chargers. They already lost to the Bills. Did they lose to the Colts too? No, they beat the Colts. That'd be the one that they have a tiebreaker over. But they lost to Jacksonville also. So none of the teams that they lost to, or like all the teams they lost to, are basically the ones keeping them out. How many games hockey plays? You could grow your channel. Huge. Houston's defense, no joke. Yeah, they're a beast. They're a beast. I wonder if I would have started them. I have them ready on the bench for the playoffs, but I didn't want to start them this week because the Rams had a good matchup as well. I see why my fantasy team's not showing up anymore. I'm down by 9. Rams got 17 points in my league, and the Texans have 18.5. It wouldn't have made a difference. But I need on this last drive Kelsey to go crazy. They're going to get the ball one more time. I need Kelsey to get a bunch of the plays. Screw Rashee Rice. He has too many drops. 5.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10. Wow, Rashee Rice dropping that pass is insane. All right, here we go. 5:26 to go in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs defense get the stop here. Mahomes only 12 for 28, 131 yards and 2 interceptions. The Chiefs defense need to stand right here, right now. Single back formation here for Woody Marks. Over in motion. And it looks like the Texans will call timeout before the play gets to the delay of game to start this drive. That's frustrating for a coach. How do you get delay of game to start a drive? All right. DJ, 15 of 30, 200 yards and a touchdown. There we go. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line of the Chiefs. And in motion, left to right is Noel. Takes a snap. Woody Marks, handoff right up the middle, and Woody Marks will get tackled for no gain. Good defense there by the Chiefs, swarming. 2nd and 10 now. So it's a 59-yard field goal where it currently sits. A game like this, would you get that aggressive? Probably not, unless you get some extra yards to make it a bit easier field goal. If it's a 50-yard field goal and under, I would take it. Make it a 10-point game. At that point, it's worth it. 55-yard field goal in this cold, nasty weather. You probably just want to punt and continue to rely on this defense that's played well all day. Single back formation. 2 receivers each way. Now tight end goes in motion, takes the snap, handoff to Marks. Marks trying to bounce it outside, cutting it up, and finds a bit of a lane. And another nice tackle. Connor this time. Good form, and it will be, though, a gain of 3 now at the 38. A 56-yard field goal now where it currently sits. That's beautiful. All right, 3rd and 7. Big play here for both teams. Make it a bit easier field goal or even a 1st down to continue this drive would be massive for the Texans. And CJ Stroud put the exclamation point on this game. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Now has to just throw it and get rid of it. There's a flag, though, as a delay of game. Ooh, it's a delay of game, and you can't decline that. Delay of game, the 5-yard penalty. You can't decline that, unfortunately, for the Chiefs. They would love to say it's 4th and 7. But now it's 3rd and 12, and it gives C.J. Stroud another opportunity, who's made some big plays on 3rd and long today. Can he do it again? 3:58 to go in the 4th. C.J. Stroud barking orders. 3rd and 12. C.J. Stroud in the shotgun. Scans the field. 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion is Kirk, right to left. Now back to the right. Stroud takes the snap. Blitz coming. Stroud, good protection. Now throws it. And, incomplete. He had a man open. The pressure was coming late. And now C.J. Stroud throws it away. And it looks like the Texans will be forced to punt because it's a 61-yard field goal for Fairbairn. Good. Not a bad block there by Woody Marks, but then good recovery from the blitzer. Here we go. Tommy Townsend trying to pin him back deep yet again. 4th and 12. Snap. Low snap. There's the kick. It's going to be caught. Fair catch is going to be caught and bounces at the 7, where Hutchinson will down it. With 3:44 to go, 2 timeouts. It all comes down to this for the Chiefs. And the Chiefs get a drive together to tie this game going into overtime. Mahomes and the Chiefs offense have struggled mightily. Dropped passes, inaccuracies, missed blocks. The whole thing, interceptions. Is this where they can put it all together? I mean, you've come to expect the Chiefs in these moments to step up big, but this season, they haven't done it as much. Have they lost a bit of that magic? Let's see. In the shotgun is Mahomes. 3 receivers to the left. Mahomes takes a snap. 4-man rush, pumping, stepping up, avoids it, now throws underneath, and it's incomplete, looking for Kelsey. A little bit thrown to the left side, but Kelsey could not bring it in for his quarterback. 2nd and 10. 3:40 to go in the 4th. 4 dropped passes. Yep. Off the fingertips of Kelsey there. 9 straight incompletions. Oosh. Longest streak in his career. Mahomes in the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. 2nd and 10. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Mahomes steps up, pumping. Now throws it over to the right side, and it's bobbled and intercepted! Travis Kelsey bobbles it! And it's interception! Are these the freaking Chiefs? This is insane! Alshire comes away with the interception. Mahomes zips it in there. It's a perfect... it's not a perfect throw. It's behind Kelsey. Kelsey gets a hand on it and ends up tipping it in the air. And a nice, easy interception for Alshire. Wow. And now this game is over. The Texans are in field goal range, chip shot field goal range, and the Chiefs are now dead in the water. Man, the Chiefs are just not where they once were they? Offset I formation to the left is Marks. Higgins in motion left to right, takes the snap. Marks to the left side. Marks will cut it up, and he will get to the 24-yard line. And the Chiefs will have to use their first of 2 timeouts here. Kelsey, frustrated, to say the least. Chiefs are not at all who they are supposed to be, right? All right, here we go. 3:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Yeah, this is just brutal. I formation. Stroud takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Here is Marks, and Marks will dive ahead near the 21. Gain of 3. Third down and 5 now coming up for Houston. Final timeout. I would definitely be passing it here. You want to get this touch. You want to get this first down. But honestly, even if you don't, though, you just got to end up with points. If you get points, this game is basically, chalk it up. It would literally just need a miracle at that point. There's still a chance. Only if they miss the field goal, really. I mean, against this Houston defense, you're not scoring twice on them in 3 minutes. It's just not happening. If this was the Commanders defense, different story. All right. I formation. Man in motion is Higgins. Looks like they might be running it here, maybe. Takes a snap. Handoff. Up the middle is Marks. And Marks, first down. Big boy football for Houston. Ices this game. And now the Chiefs have no timeouts. And that is the ball game. Brutal. Brutal. Yeah. They have no chance. No chance here. Great blocking up front. And honestly, this Chiefs defense has been really strong today. It's obviously the Chiefs offense that were extremely poor. Woody Marks, little hesitation step. We'll dive ahead for a gain of 2. So that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Stick a fork in it. Yep. And so now, even without another first down, they can run the clock down to all the way. Yeah, they're going to move it all the way down to like 20 seconds left and score a field goal. This game is certainly over. Houston's defense was incredible tonight. But honestly, it was Houston's defense very, very strong. But honestly, the Chiefs just struggled offense. I mean, so many drop passes and just poor mistakes. Right? It's you got to give credit to Houston's defense, of course. I mean, they caused some of those things, but still, you could just tell the Chiefs are just not right this year. They're not. They need to invest in their offensive line. That's what they need to do. Their offensive line needs a complete revamp. Too much pressure around Mahomes all night. He's making insane throws all over the place, and his receivers are not making the catches. All right. 2-minute warning. Yep. I take what Kansas City has going on over our graveyard of team right now. Is that saying much? Not really. Not really. All right. Get this 2-minute warning out of the way, and we'll be on our way. Appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat tonight. This was a lot of fun. We will be back tomorrow night. See who's the Monday night game. We have the Eagles and Chargers, 2 8-4 teams going at it down the stretch. Love to see that. So we will be back tomorrow on this channel if you want to come hang out. And in motion left to right now, I formation. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Woody Marks straight ahead. Marks will dive to the 9-yard line. Bring up now 3rd and 4. A first down here ends the game on the spot. Let's go Bolts. That's right. Minute and a half to go here in the 4th quarter. High formation. And in motion takes a snap. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to get hit in the backfield for a loss. Tranquil comes up and makes the tackle. So they can bring it down to about 30 seconds. Then you got the field goal. You got the kickoff. So, yeah, I'm going to make sure. I think once they make this field goal and ice it, a 10-point game, there's no way they're scoring twice. They missed the field goal. We'll stick around to the end and see the drama. But there is no drama if he makes this field goal. Call it a evening. Tomorrow night's going to be a battle. Agreed. All right, timeout. Second timeout called with 33 seconds. Kimmy Fairbairn to put this thing out of reach. Here we go. As always, appreciate you calling these games, and we'll be back tomorrow night. Appreciate it, Raiden. All right, here's Kiemi Fairbairn. Here we go. On the right hash. 28-yard kick. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. All right, that's the ball game. Appreciate you guys hanging out in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Appreciate it. And until next time, see you.